Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here very impromptu. It is all about nail polish. It is about the exciting news that Holo Taco is now going to be released. A small amount of polishes will be released in all Ulta stores, only in the US. I made comments on the Facebook page about it, and I do stand by them. I am a huge Holo Taco fan. As you guys know, I make many videos about Holo Taco. I'm a huge Holo Taco fan. One of the main reasons why I am a huge fan is that Christine is Canadian. We don't have a lot of businesses that we can really support here in Canada, that the founder is Canadian. The idea sprung from this woman who, took us through a journey through her life and a lot of fun. And we got to know her, and she's moved on in her life. I too work for the federal government of Canada. She used to as well. So there was a bond there as well, on top of nail polish, that I thought was just awesome. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is that the news today, Sunday, September 22nd, is that she's going to be selling in stores, in Ulta stores. I don't know if they can do it online because of shipping restrictions for nail polish, but I guess I am your atypical fan of Holo Taco and think this is not good news. I guess it's good news on the forefront. My opinion of a woman who has seen many businesses go up and fall is that when you say on live stream a while ago that you were not going to sell in stores, I don't know if you ever said the word never, but you said that you weren't going to sell in stores. You didn't want the middleman because there is a cost that you have to pay Ulta to be able to be found in store. You already have a huge client base online that are mostly American. I know that, and I understand that. But you actually collaborate in a sense like you're now selling in a store that only sells to people in the United States. They do not ship anywhere else in the world. At least Sephora ships internationally, plus they're starting to pop up in other countries of the world. So that's kind of unfortunate. I totally understand how people, especially Americans, are finding this news great because they are happy they don't have to pay a huge amount of money in shipping. They can run into the store and get a top coat. That's wonderful. But guess what? The rest of us can't. And your shipping in the United States, being that the company's production and manufacturer is in the United States, it's the same one that Mooncat uses out in New Jersey. Your shipping is so inexpensive. I'm going to say cheap because basically I'm in British Columbia. I'm not far from the border, but it would take a half a day for me to get there. Canada's big, let's be honest. The amount of money that I would pay, and for that person who was American to say, hey, it's really great that I or anybody in the States can just go pick up a base or a top coat, fabulous. But if you lived anywhere outside of the United States and you heard someone say that, you're like, yeah, but I have to buy a certain amount in order for me to get free shipping, which normally is not hard for me to do. I still am and always will be a fan of Holo Taco. But this worries me. The way the economy is going these days, we're all struggling. I have a feeling, and it's a gut instinct. I know I'm not alone. I know I have friends of mine who feel the same way, that this isn't a good thing. It may be good to those that you think that they're expanding, but the problem is, if you actually look at economics, it's kind of, hey, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, a little bit of a desperate move to go from saying you'll never sell in a store outside of online, where it's an even base for everybody. Everything is sold online. Anybody, they ship to so many countries in the world, but we're all in the same boat. And now you're starting to sell in the United States, in a company of which does not ship anywhere else outside of the United States. That is unfortunate. And the thing is with Ulta, and I am a Sephora girly because we don't have Ulta. I wish we had Ulta. Ulta does this thing when they start selling a brand. You name any brand out there pretty much that they sell, that they want a little bit of a piece of that hype. So what they will do is go to that brand that they've been selling with, or the brand's been selling in their stores, and say, okay, bring out a shade. Like, for example, if it was Holo Taco, we're going to have a limited edition Ulta exclusive shade or shades. That would piss all of us international folks off extremely. And I don't know if maybe I'm hoping that Holo Taco in their contract with Ulta, as they should know that Ulta does this, that they stipulate it in their contract that that can't happen. Because if they do that, they're going to really piss a lot of us international folks and some American folks who can't easily get into an Ulta store. So, I mean, it's not just everybody outside the United States in that matter. If you can't get to an Ulta store, it's really far away. We live in big countries. The United States is a huge country physically. So is Canada. I get it. It takes hours sometimes to get to a city. And I understand that coming from a very small area in British Columbia. That said, you guys, I'm worried. I'm worried that the state of our favorite brands, and I'm not here to gaslight, there's no conspiracy theory here, but if you look at the state of economics, it does worry me that when we start to see now Holo Taco and whatever Holo Taco does, Mooncat tends to do or follow suit. I just see that a lot in their online presence. So it might be that Mooncat might start being sold shortly or in a half a year or something. I don't know. But it worries me because it just means that they're not strong enough to do their own thing. I know you can say, but it makes it, easier. They'll get customers that they don't normally. Yeah, okay, but it doesn't make it an exclusive. I've been following you for years. I have developed this online bond. I'm Canadian. I've really watched you grow as a company. Well, first of all, I watched you become a company. I've watched you grow in that company. I enjoy the lives. I feel part of that really cool presence, online presence of only people online who loves Holo Taco, exclusive to Holo Taco. We only go to her lives when she's going to release to watch what all those swatches look like and get all the information, because we're all there because we can all go there and we can start placing our orders right away. I don't know how I feel. I know that people are not going to be very happy with me at all. It is what it is. I'm expressing my concern. I still love Holo Taco. I love that Christine is Canadian. She makes donations to charities in Canada. She supports a Canadian curling team. And she's a very proud Canadian, which I love. It's not once I don't see a stream of hers where she's mentioning that she's Canadian, or someone will ask a question. She's like, I can't because I'm Canadian, or this is why because I'm Canadian, or in Canada, this is that. That's not about what I'm talking about here. I'm just talking about how concerned I am that companies such as Holo Taco are now being sold in stores. As much as that looks great on the outside, you have to really look at the economy and the state that we're all in and know that that could be kind of scary as well. Leave your comments down below. I would love to know how you feel about this. Again, I know I'm not here for hate. Please don't comment anything about hate. I love Holo Taco. I just feel that this announcement saddens me a lot and it worries me about the state of our beloved companies. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do in the future. And if it doesn't work out in Ulta, what happens then? I don't know. Keep selling online. I know that that's not what they're doing. They're not pulling off the online. That's still the priority number one. This is just a little side hustle, I guess, if you will. I totally get that. I'm not daft. I'm quite educated and I've lived life here quite a bit. And I've been following Holo Taco for years and a loyal customer, very loyal actually. Don't come after me, but please feel free to put some comments down below. Again, much love to everybody. We're all here because we love nail polish. From Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada, I am sad and a little bit concerned. How do you feel?